Hello everybody, and welcome back to beautiful Kinlaig. So, we're back on our farm, having done some bits and bobs for Mr. Walter. And we've got our canola ready to harvest. So we'll get that up. It's 2 o'clock and we've also got some rather interesting work to be done regarding some sorghum, which is good because A, it's money for us, B, any left over is for Walter. However, let's try that again, shall we? This this will actually work out quite handy because we'll be finishing roughly around about Walter's. If we're going into another year, I actually think maybe do another, all of the fields as soybean. That's where I'm thinking at the minute. It would take a while for us to do it, but it's essentially we may end up running out of soybean. Although if Walter gets close to the end of paying his debts off, would there be any point on us doing it for another year forward? We could probably just do things for Walter, couldn't we? We could just do crops for Walter, like maybe sorghum and some wheat or barley, so he's got straw as well, before we set off on our merry way to Whitcomb. That's something we'll have a look at. Maybe I should have took the tip off that headland. That was a bit tight and nearly took my parasol out. Oh, this might actually fill up. I didn't think we'd get 8,000 litres off here. We're doing pretty well for canola. I think I've said it a few times in previous episodes, we're doing well for, we don't need a lot of canola or wheat to make the mineral feed. In fact, we could probably just stockpile mineral feed. But it's going to be, what are they growing there? Not cotton again, I hope. Now, we might need some fuel in this actually. Might be an idea to get some. And I don't think there's any in there. In our tank, because we put it all in the New Holland, didn't we? I suppose we may have to look in towards ordering some more in. At some point we're going to need to start looking at what we do and don't need here as well. Or we just have a mass sale at the end. See if anything's worth out. I mean, we should be able to move to Whitcomb with 300 grand. Let's see what will happen with the sale of the farm and the land. What's that over there? Well, it's not going to be 8,000 litres, it's just a really good harvest of the outside edge then. We could have a look, couldn't we? Maybe a bit of a attention to this top end of the field regarding soil and lime in between. But either way, we're going to need a trailer because we're not going to be able to get this in without one. We have ascertained that as a problem. Oh, let's pop that out, ready to go. Get I think we're going to be needing 2 trailers here. Not for this bit. But for the next field of contracting. Let's get some fuel ordered whilst that gets done. That'll do. And we'll open this because this is the field. We haven't got far to go for this. That's pleasing, isn't it? Lovely stuff. Right. Drop. just as well we don't need much of that. Only 5,900 litres of it. Double up our trailer tally. Now this is sorghum, isn't sorghum a fairly... I think this is a high yielder because you don't get straw either. So there's no byproduct. And some idiot has put that trailer right in the way of that diesel tank. Who's done that? Alright, we've reached it. I imagine that's quite a big tank actually. Maybe not, we filled it. Alrighty, can we squeeze this through? We know the answer is no, because we've already had this problem before. But we can arch it in. Like that. Alrighty. We'll start with the headland. See how far we get. Bit of resistance on the old reverse pedal then. Can you believe all this time on here we've never done this field? Never done any work on it whatsoever. And it looks like it's a fairly big field. So, it's 2:30 now, we're expected rain roughly, no, we're expected hail roughly around 6 PM, 6 in the PMs, that's going to have it fairly long, isn't it really? Three and a half hours. We've got this field and there's another field to do as well, which is up nearer towards Walters. And the drop off is Logistics Centre West, I think, which is near Walters, which potentially, you know what, I sort of think we should take this corner off. What's my brake not working? I'll put them into reverse. Really stiff. Yeah, take this section off. That'll give us room to get the trailer in as well. Ba-doo-doo-doo. Right, well, we'll probably have to wait at 6 o'clock if it does the hail thing, but in the meantime we might as well pop a little bit of music on, shall we? Okie dokie, we've got our first field done, the big job. That is complete. Just wondering if there's a bit of a shortcut to get up to the other field, but could go up through that way. I won't. I'll stick with the I'll stick to what I know. So I've taken both tractor units and trailer units, not both tractor units, just one tractor unit with both trailers. I've took them up, they're ready to go. And hopefully, although there's hail on the way, does hail work the same as rain in this game, or in real life? Will it affect the crop, or will it not? Should only be a small hailstorm, although there's a bit of mist there, isn't there? Be risky, this. Very risky. It's going to be tight, is what it is. And I think I might have to try and drag this trailer into the field. Righty. Luckily that trailer hasn't affected any traffic and stopped anybody. I didn't check when I pulled up. Right, how are we going to get in? That's tight, isn't it? Okay. There is space there actually. If I can scrape it over the top, I'll certainly give that an attempt. We'll whip it in some way, won't we? What I might have to do, I think we are going to have to drop off, you know. Go on, go on. Here, we're in. We're in. Away we go. Let's attempt the headland because this is a much tighter field. I can't believe that's the first time we'd harvested that other field. It was absolutely huge, and that's the first time we've done any work in it whatsoever as far as I can remember. But once we've done one outlay run of the headland, I'll have a bit of a better idea as to whether we're going to have to drop off or not. Trouble is, if we do drop off and it takes it off field 21 and not 17, then we could have a serious problem. fingers crossed that won't be the case though. I mean, once it's full, we can keep going for another 8,000 litres, can't we? Oh, I could have come up through there. Not to worry, we're in now anyway, aren't we? I think I should be outside actually. I'm not confident I'm getting all of the headland in. Oh hello, we've got a nice straight bit here. Maybe get some up and downs off this. Right, I'll continue on and come back to you with an update. Well, the hail comes teeming down, but we've not been alerted to anything about it reducing. Yield, so we will continue. That's now full. Oh, right, okay. That's going to be tight because we're not that far off being finished. 61%. In fact, we might actually get that in because it's 80% before we're technically full. We're 80% is all of the field up. The ground's just started to look a bit wet. I suppose with the temperature the hail's fallen, it's going to drop to the ground if it's frozen. I mean, humidity wise it would be too wet in real life, wouldn't it? You would think. Any farmers watching, please do enlighten me, but if I'm wrong, I wouldn't have thought you'd harvest in a hailstorm, but we can and we will, and hopefully end up with some sorghum for water at the end of it. It's going to be tight actually, half full. This is going to be reasonably tricky, I think. That small corner's jumped up quite a bit. Right then. Here's open. What have we got there? 3 passes. Hoping for 10% per pass. Probably more realistically 2.5 passes, so if it's 10% we should be good. Not going to be 10%, is it? There's going to be a tiny bit left. Will I need to be creative? I have to ring Walter and ask him to finish the field whilst we're dropping. Ooh, yeah, we're not going to finish it, are we? That's agonising. Unless we bring over Walter's trailer. Yes, of course, it's only literally just across the way. We've got Walter's trailer. We'll do that. That'll have us sorted beautifully. It's going to be it. Although now I'm... no, we're not going to get all... That's going to be more than 3%, isn't it? It's going to be a smaller amount left to get than I was expecting, like. Yeah, no way. No way, Jose. There we go. That's that full. So, let's have a quick run over to Walter. Didn't think we'd be seeing him today. But there we go. I ran out of trailer. Oh, he's gone. He's not there. Oh well. He's probably inside. He wouldn't stay out in this, does he? Who would? Could probably do removing that trailer on the left a bit further. This will most likely be all Walters, to be fair. And actually, no, that's going to be like 8,000 litres, it won't be. Oh no, I might have to do a trip with this as well. Well, if that's the case, then that is the case. We will do whatever is required. Quite nice to use Walter's trailer actually. Because in all fairness, there's not much need for it now. With him just dealing with grass and not bales essentially. I'll pop this up hither so I've got a decent angle to come out with the other stuff. I'm hoping this sorghum's not getting too wet. I mean, for Walters it will dry, because we'll be putting the barley in for now, but nice bit of work done for us though. Can't remember how much money, but leave the engine off for that for the moment. Made that a bit tight up now. Let's turn this off and close that up so we're not getting anything in there. And we'll start with the road train. Who'd have thought you could continue doing all of that in hail? A hail harvest. All hail the harvest, which might be the name of the episode. Write that down quickly. I'm having a struggle here. There is a hell of a lot of weight, and it shows. Once we're out on the road we should be okay though. If I can get a big enough. Ooh, I'm rolling back. I'm gonna need to check that one's the grain door. That's back, so we'll do the back one first. Which way is best? And am I going to the right drop off? I think I am. Yeah, this is the one. Right, moment of truth. With this should definitely have us on this. Well, this will finish the first one off anyway. This delivery should anyhow. It's doing field 21 first. Excellent. Oh dear. That's not too bad actually. Grain door on for this one. That is moving pretty slow. I think I'm going to have to come over with the or are we? 98. Go on, finish. Wowzers. Wowzers, wowzers. Skin tight trousers. So that's 3,000 litres here and a looking at about 12,000 litres for Walter, which is excellent. Excellent news, because that will keep the chickens going for a good long time. That's a fantastic result. Absolutely bob on. He's going to be very happy with that, and we get paid, so incredibly successful. He's going to be very happy with that. I'm very happy with that. What a good way to finish that episode. I mean, the weather's not great, it's getting dark, but I did fully expect this to end up going into another day. But it's not, we've managed to get it all done on the one. Drop that. Doesn't matter that it's wet, it will dry out over the coming weeks whilst we're feeding them barley. Don't know if I've got room just to pull up at the side here. I'm going to attempt to, either way. In fact, no, I'm probably best just pulling up on the grass other side where I'd parked before, hadn't I? And look, we'd sunk down in the ground pretty heavily. Leave me lights on. Yeah, good 12. Good 12,000 litres there, and the hail has stopped just in time for the end of the day. So that is where we will leave today's episode. I shall tell Walter the good news. We'll most likely celebrate by going for a little trip for a pint. Bit of water on the ground as well, that's always good. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit the like button. If you've not subscribed yet, do feel free to subscribe, and if you've got any comments or suggestions as we move forward towards getting Walter debt free and planning Whitcomb, then do feel free to put it in the comment section. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching. Oh, 10 grand, oh, more money than I expected. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.